All right, buckle up, film fans. We're diving deep into a world of, well, let's just say provocative cinema.
Provocative is putting it lightly.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, let's get into it.
Today, it's all about LaBruce's latest masterpiece, The Visitor.
Masterpiece. We'll see about that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's definitely making waves.
Big waves.
Huge. Just premiered at the 74th Berlin International Film Festival.
And let me tell you, the critics are buzzing.
Oh yeah, they're definitely talking about this one.
For good reason, too.
Definitely for good reason.
So before we go any further, gotta ask,
Shoot.
what makes The Visitor so, well, provocative?
Well, for starters, it's a reimagining of a classic, Pier Paolo Pasolini's Teorema from way back in '68.
Teorema, a film known for pushing boundaries even back then.
Right. But LaBruce, he takes those core themes, sexuality, power dynamics, that feeling of being an outsider.
Yeah.
And he gives them a 2024 twist.
A 2024 twist, huh? So we're not talking about a simple remake here.
No.
This is something else entirely.
Entirely, yeah. He takes those ideas and sets them against, the backdrop of modern-day issues.
Modern-day issues like
migration, the search for identity in a globalized world, that sort of thing.
Intriguing. Very intriguing.
It gets even better.
Oh.
So picture this. The film opens with a refugee mysteriously emerging from a suitcase.
From a suitcase?
Yeah, right on the banks of the Thames, no less.
Okay, that's a strong image.
But hold on, it gets wilder.
Wilder? Oh.
Multiple identical figures, they start appearing all over London.
Oh, hold on.
It's like LaBruce is messing with us,
Yeah.
making us think about identity, what it even means to be displaced in a world where borders are, constantly shifting.
That's a heady concept right off the bat.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't hold back.
So we've got this mysterious refugee times 10 popping up all over London.
Exactly.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, this visitor, disguised as a homeless man,
Disguised, right, you get it.
ends up in the home of a wealthy family.
You got it, a wealthy family right in the heart of London.
Okay, set the scene for me. What happens when this visitor, this outsider, enters their lives?
This is where things get really interesting. See, each member of this family, the father, the mother, the daughter, even the son, they all have this, profound encounter with the visitor.
A profound encounter. So we're talking more than just, a casual meeting.
Oh, much more.
This encounter, it changes them.
It changes them, yeah, but not just physically, although that is part of it, for sure.
It's deeper than that.
Much deeper. It's emotional, it's spiritual even, you could say.
That's quite a lot to unpack.
It is, but stick with me.
I'm all ears.
Each family member, they're forced to confront these parts of themselves they might have been hiding, suppressing, and it leads to some serious changes in their lives.
Can you give me an example? How does one of these encounters actually lead to such a dramatic shift for a family member?
Take the mother, for example.
Okay, the mother.
Starts out reserved, controlled, the type.
I think I can picture her.
But then, bam, she has the sexual awakening.
Oh, well.
It totally changes how she sees herself, her marriage, everything.
It makes you wonder how these, fleeting encounters can leave such a mark.
Exactly. They're catalysts, for better or worse.
And then, boom, just like that.
The visitor disappears.
Poof, gone.
Vanishes, just as suddenly as he arrived.
Leaving this family.
With what's been described as an existential vacuum.
Existential vacuum, huh? Layman's terms, please.
Think of it like this. The visitor, disruptive as he was, he filled this void in their lives.
I see.
He leaves, and they're grappling with this emptiness, forced to deal with who they've become in a world that doesn't feel familiar anymore.
Heavy stuff.
Very heavy.
Speaking of heavy, we got to address the elephant in the room.
The elephant.
The fact that, well, the visitor isn't exactly shy about, let's say, adult content.
You could say that again?
It's definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but I get the feeling LaBruce is using it intentionally.
Oh, absolutely. LaBruce, he's always been one to push the envelope.
A boundary pusher.
A master at.
He's not afraid to explore the taboo.
Not afraid at all.
But in The Visitor, this explicitness, it serves a purpose, right?
Absolutely. It's not just there for shock value.
It's integral to the story he's telling.
Exactly. He's exploring desire, societal hypocrisy, how we try to control and categorize human sexuality. You'll find yourself questioning your own assumptions as you watch.
Now tell me about Bishop Black's performance as the visitor, because I've heard it's something else.
Black, he's phenomenal.
Phenomenal how?
He brings this mysterious, almost mythical quality to the role.
Alluring. and a bit unsettling.
Exactly. You never quite know what he's thinking, which adds to the whole suspense, the intrigue of the film.
And the supporting cast, how do they hold up?
They're fantastic. They really commit to LaBruce's vision. You totally buy into the whole family dynamic.
All right, last but not least, got to talk about the visuals, the look of the film. What's the cinematography like?
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. London is captured in this, like, eerie, almost dreamlike light.
Dreamlike, interesting.
Yeah, and it adds to the whole atmosphere, this unease, this sense of transformation.
So intimate moments alongside vast, isolating shots.
You get it. It's like a reflection of the characters' inner journeys, their emotional turmoil.
So, big picture, if you had to sum up The Visitor in just a few words, what would you say it's really about?
At its core, it's about identity, connection, searching for meaning in a world that feels, well, pretty fragmented these days.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's about those ripple effects of human encounters, the power of desire, how we confront those parts of ourselves we might be afraid of.
Sounds like a film that stays with you long after the credits roll.
Oh, it definitely does. It makes you think. It makes you question things.
Not your typical night at the movies, then.
Definitely not. If you're looking for something that'll challenge you, spark a conversation, The Visitor is worth a watch. Might not be for everyone, but
But it's a film that makes you think.
exactly. And sometimes that's exactly what we need.
You've convinced me it's going on my watch list.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks for taking us on this deep dive into The Visitor.
My pleasure.
It's definitely a film we'll be thinking about for a while.
I think we all will.
All right, folks, that's it for this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep watching those films that make you think.
And don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone once in a while. You never know what you might discover.
Couldn't have said it better myself.